Hello, Libra. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your March 2025 zodiac energy reading. So let us see what Spirit has for you today. Oh, we have the heart, the fifth chakra. Sorry, not the heart, but the voice. We also have indecisions and we have door to romance. So the fifth chakra is the throat chakra, and that's all about speaking your truth. It's all about, as you can see, Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn, right? So this is about you speaking your truth, letting yourself be known, seen, and heard. The indecision is how you do that in regards to love, partnerships, relationships, without causing a ruckus or causing a to do in the relationship. Does that make sense? So, you are probably a person who is very used to being outspoken. You're probably a person who's very used to speaking your truth. You're probably a person who is very used to saying what is on your mind without thinking of how other people feel. Very out there, very outspoken, very. Now, I'm not saying that you're not tactful when you do it, and I'm not saying that you don't do it with compassion and empathy for how the other people feel, but you do it. And sometimes with some people, the majority of people, they are not used to that. I don't think people are used to that anymore, of expressing one's opinion and being okay with how someone else thinks or how someone else feels without retaliating in a very verbally abusive way, right? So, door to romance is opening, and the question is, do you say something or not? Maybe this relationship is different. Maybe you're feeling very strongly about this relationship. Maybe there are friends who are in relationships that are very bad, and you feel like you need to say something about said relationships, but you don't want to muddy the waters, and you don't want to lose a friend, and you don't want to cause friction for them. But whatever this is, in regards to you speaking your truth about romance or love, that you're very indecisive about it. You don't know if you should speak up. You don't know if you should say something. So it's interesting that we have the Six of Swords, because the Six of Swords is about thinking about what you're thinking, changing the way you think about what you're thinking about, changing the way how you think, changing the way how you perceive, changing the way how you would um, normally look at these things and speak or think about it, right? So we have the Knight of Cups, which is about love. And then we have the Chariot, which is about indecision. So everything that is up there is now down here. So the Six of Swords energy is all about thought, right? And because these swords are down, this is something that has already happened, something that has already crossed your mind. And you are shifting away from it, right? The full moon is kind of showing you or illuminating for you, perhaps maybe it is not a good idea to get yourself invested or involved in whatever's happening here, and just not say anything, not say what you're thinking. But the Knight of Cups comes along, and they're offering love and compassion and empathy and all of that to whomever this other person is, or maybe even to you. And it almost feels like you don't know how to reject this person. You don't know how to tell this person that you're not interested. Maybe you don't know if you're interested. Maybe you don't know where you stand with this relationship or partnership or friendship turning into something more. Maybe this is a taboo relationship and you really don't know how you feel about it at the moment. And the Chariot, just like the indecision, is all about, what do I do? Which way do I go? Now, we have to ask ourselves, is this person married? Are they in a relationship? Are they already seeing someone? Are they already involved? Do they have a family? Is this about letting their significant other know, or telling the person who may be interested in you that you cannot go forward in this relationship slash partnership slash friendship with benefits because they're married? But we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is all about creating structure and making those plans. We don't want to go into this blind. We want to really dive into and give a little bit of attention to what it is that you should be saying, what it is that you should be. We have a lot of instability here. Um, Indecisiveness here. So the emperor is bringing that structure, right? The emperor is making the plans, right? What should I do? What, I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards right off the bat. Um, the high priestess is connecting with that divine self, connecting with your spiritual self, right? Doing it. There's an ind I'm sorry, there's just an indecisiveness here. There's an uncertainty of, should I go forward and should I continue with this, or should I start this, or should I just say something to somebody? What, I mean, what do I do? It's very confusing. Um, I know that I need to change the way I think about how I feel, or what I think about this relationship, or the lack of this relationship, or the probability of this relationship. And this person's coming in hot with, with love and attention and admiration and all of those things. So which best suits me? And the emperor is like, well, we have to make a plan here. We have to make a decision, and we have to stick by it and be loyal to it. So you're now connecting with your higher self, right? You're asking spirit, source. You're turning to tarot, to oracle, to pendulums, to scrying, to the books, to what Jesus says, what spirit says, what source says. And then we have the temperance, which is about bringing balance into the situation, right? We don't want to go so far down the rabbit hole that of this, whatever this is, that it consumes us, right? We want to bring balance to it. We can see with the high priestess there's balance. We can see with the chariot there's an attempt at balance. Even in the indecision, the two poles on either side, they're balanced. Even with the door to romance, the doors are balanced. So we need to find a way to balance the situation without falling so deep into this situation that we lose ourselves in it, right? So, um, so we have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is gratitude. The Six of Cups is offering this energy of nurturing and compassion and empathy, but also having a conversation with someone. So I kind of feel that you're being guided to to step into your courage and your strength, and use that energy to have a conversation with this person about how you're very appreciative and very grateful for whatever offer this is. But if they are married, if they are seeing someone, and there's betrayal here too, um, if they are married, if they are seeing someone else, if this is a relationship that is taboo in some way, and whatever taboo means to you, that you're appreciative and you're grateful. I mean, even the Two of Pentacles is all about the balance, trying to find that balance. And interesting with the Two of Pentacles, that after you have this conversation with this person, here comes somebody to try to create imbalance in the balance that you're attempting to create for yourself. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, 7, that talk about finding balance in this situation. The Ten of Swords is this energy of deception. So what it feels like to me is that someone approached you, or you have gotten yourself into a relationship, or it's leading toward a friendship with benefits to someone who is maybe already involved, or you may be in this particular situation thinking that this person is going to drop everything to be with you. And I'm going to tell you that is usually not the case. It's not the case. So you're very undecisive on what it is that you should do. Should you tell them you're done? Should you tell them, I will be with you if ABC? Should you um, maybe should you maybe have a conversation, with a sit down conversation with this person, or maybe a sit down conversation with this person's partner or significant other if they are together in a relationship? But I will tell you that there is need for stability here, and I will tell you there is need for conversation here. And I will tell you that there's need for structure here. And I will tell you that the moment you attempt to cut this person off, they will attempt to um, deceive you, manipulate you, maybe blackmail you somehow, some way. But this person, whoever this person is, their happiness, um, all of that, right? They will try to convince you that you not being with them is the worst thing that has ever happened. And if you love them enough, or want, or if you are concerned about their happiness, you would be with them. You know how you have those. I was married to someone who the relationship was very abusive in many ways. And every time I attempted to leave him, he always threatened to harm himself. And I always felt responsible for that. And I carried that burden around. I feel that this person is maybe the same type of person who will try to manipulate you in that way, which is why we're being guided to put up boundaries. And also, we have affirmation for healing of the heart. So, this is going to be a very painful separation, a very painful breakup, a very painful um, parting. And we have the inspiration and courage, which is the Eight of Wands. And this is really quick moving energy. So the moment you have this conversation about how you feel is the moment things start to break down. There has to be something spoken here. You have to say something. I mean, I appreciate the offer. I appreciate that you recognize me, you see me. I appreciate that you appreciate me, but I can't take this relationship or friendship any further because you are already married, you are already with someone, and as heartbreaking as it is, and as much as I want to be, I don't know, however you feel about it, but it can't be. It can't be. We have emotional awakening, intuition, and following your heart. So, following your heart. We have rebirth, unconventionality, and nonconformity. So this is something very unconventional. This isn't anything that is the by the book sort of thing. This isn't anything that we look at it and we would go, well, that is a normal ABCD. This is something that is very I talked about it earlier, maybe a little bit taboo to some people, maybe a little bit out of left field, maybe a little bit um, risque. And this person, as I said, could already be married. They could be married, be in a relationship, and you could be the third. But whatever the case is, there needs to be a conversation here, and there needs to be balance brought back to you, your life. And it's not your responsibility to carry the burden of how this person feels if you reject them or if you put ultimatums on them or, right? If this person is married and if this person has another and they want to make you the third, the fourth, the fifth, however that works out, you have to ask yourself, does that fit with you and your ideals and your integrity? And if it does, okay, then all right. But if it doesn't, how do you handle that? Know that you are divinely guided in love. Talk soon.